Hey everyone, this is Sam with TurnOneMagic. We're doing another cube draft today on XMage. Made sure all the sounds were off before I started doing what I was doing. So, yeah, we just get everything set up. I don't know why I didn't do this before I started making this video, but yesterday's draft, all things considered, went well if you ignore the fact that everyone dropped by the time the second round. I was a sideboarding in the second round. I was like, I feel like I had a pretty good matchup against that mono white deck too. And especially with the disfigure in there, but alas, 'twas not to be. There's 7 of us, Gregory. So no. But yeah, here you go. We're gonna do it again today. Hopefully get 2 rounds or something like that. That'd be nice. At least 2 rounds would be nice. It's just part of the territory that comes with. You actually just cannot start with less than people. You cannot start with less than 8 people. It won't let you. This guy has been he's been a little jumpy with the joining of the server. Yes, this is powered. This is a powered cube draft using the using the 2014 Holiday Cube. Minus, again, Ancestral Vision, because, or Ancestral Recall, excuse me, because that card is not just Recall. But yeah, we got some players. I don't know how long it's going to take before the 8th one joins. Hopefully there'll be one more soon. Otherwise, I'll pause it for now. Okay, so here we go. Yo. I like to give like 1 second in case this guy JP is going to drop in like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. You never know. The server is sometimes a little slow to catch up to what's really happening, and I like to give it all the leeway I can. And we'll just start. Yep, see exactly. Yeah. That's why I wait. Okay, so here we go. First pack. We have There's some good cards. Nothing that's like really like, oh my god, I need to take this. Like, Blight Steel's kind of cool if you're trying to steal, like, cheat that in. There's Rofellos, he makes a lot of mana. Visions, I like Ancestral Vision. And Karn Liberated. Days, Tooth and Nail, but I think I'm going to take the Strip Mine because there's no card in color that, like, you know, I think perhaps, like, the Rofellos might have a stronger result. I mean, Strip Mine I think is really strong. Rofellos might do stronger things in that deck, but, you know, I'm playing a very heavy green deck. And I really don't want to commit that heavily right now when I'm taking a card of pretty relative power level. So sorry. Hopefully that didn't make a awful ear-piercing noise. But yeah, Karn, I mean, it's a possibility I'll be playing a deck that wants to play 7 drops. I tend to do that a lot. But alas, yeah, pretty happy with what we're seeing here. I mean, not really happy, but I'm okay playing Strip Mine. I always like playing Strip Mine. I think it's a really good deck. I mean, a good card to play in your decks. Even though there's a lot of artifact mana, just taking out any land is super powerful. This pack is a lot worse, but there's like there's a Wrath, which is pretty good. See, the thing is, like, all these colored cards are good, but they're not like, oh man, this card is like, why is this card still here? It's like the second pick. There could have been like a Soul Ring, Library, Mox, shitty, you know, so many different cards that could have been taking over these cards. I really don't want to like start just taking green cards just because I have to. And I think taking a fetch is probably the safest and probably one of the stronger things I'm gonna be doing here. I do like playing blue, and I tend to play blue-black a lot. So apparently I'm just taking it. Yeah, I meant to right click there, but again, I'm still learning the interface. And but what else is in that pack? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Perhaps, like, if I do end up playing green, the Primary Level Titan could be the better pick to in the long run. But there's a good chance that this Blue Delta will work out for me, unless something crazy happens, like I get like a really late signal to go into one color or another. Okay, so considering I took the Polluted Delta, sorry. I'm looking at either Vendilion Click if I want to like start taking blue cards, which I don't know if I really want to do right now. There's Gruul's Signet, which is really strong, and I've had a lot of success just like drafting Signets until like an actual strong signal comes. But I really like Vendilion Click. Johnny Vengeance good too, but I don't think I really want to take a double mana card here. And if there wasn't Vendilion Click here, I think the Signet would be a lot easier, but I think it's a strong enough blue card. Yeah, see, like, this is why I don't like taking cards like the Vendilion Click, because then I get past this pack, and I really don't want to take any of these cards. Maybe I take this Deceiver Exarch and, like, maybe hedge a bet on getting, like, a Splinter Twin or something, but that just seems bad. That doesn't seem like that's good. Everarch's kind of cool, but I don't think that deck is the absolute best with this cube. Give me a little slow to get going. I like to do more broken things, but that being said, like, just taking a Deceiver Exarch when all I have is a Vendilion Click and like a couple lands is like kind of weak. But this pack overall is just kind of weak. You know, this is like, someone will be like, that's so bad, but I mean, I don't know. I really don't feel like I'm passing anything I'm like gonna just massively miss in terms of, you know, really absolutely hedging a bet. Now I have to make a decision of whether I want to start taking green cards, because I mean, let me finish my rationale. There's a lot that's going on here. There's a Snapcaster Mage, which is good because I have 2 blue cards, so I want to be taking blue cards. There's a carried in a Noble Hierarch, which are top tier green cards, and those decks always want that. But then I have 2 fetch. I have a fetch and a Strip Mine, and I'm getting a Crucible World's 5th pick. I mean, it's kind of like a slow like combo, but it's sick when you get it going, and it's awesome. And I'm gonna sign up for it. Like, this is a sweet pack, though. Oh man, Tundra's great. Terminus is a strong card, and but I have to do it, right? Like, how can I not? And I think it's easier to take the Signet here, especially is it Signet, and I already have the Deceiver. Though it's not like crazy likely that. Ooh, but what am I thinking? There's a Wasteland right in front of me. If I'm gonna do this Crucible Worlds bullshit, then I kind of have to like have the double Strip Mine action going on. You know, there's only, I think all 10 of the Signets are in this cube, but there's only Strip Mine and Wasteland in terms of this, and I already have the Crucible. Like, look at this, first 6 picks, and I already have like the proverbial FU combo. This pack's sweet too, though. Sneak Attack's awesome. Oh man. But I think this is like, not that I'm playing like a lands deck, but I think those cards are just enough better that it's worth doing that. Crucible and Wildfire is pretty sweet. Maybe I'm playing like a blue-red like Crucible Wildfire deck that has like, because I mean, give me a second here, because Reclamation Sage probably is a sign that green is open. But I mean, Wildfire is a pretty sweet card too, and like with the Crucible, like Wildfire and Strip Mine, and like bring all the lands back from your graveyard that you just blew up. That seems pretty strong. But I've passed 2 Signets, and more importantly 2 red Signets, but alas, it's tough to do. I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to do what I can here. Goblin Walder? Yeah, okay. Do I like it more than Living Death? Not necessarily, but I don't like really dislike it. Jeez. Living Death could be better because, you know, I'm gonna like, I have a couple broken things I could do, and if I'm trying to make the Wildfire deck, then I'll be taking Signets pretty high priority from here on out. So perhaps I can get like, I only passed what, Blightsteel and something else. I forget what. Misty Rainforest is good. I like it more than I like Days because of the Crucible. Jeez, this is like I think this is like the best start I've ever had to a Crucible deck in terms of like trying to build around a Crucible Worlds. All 4 of my lands are fetching for a color I could want to play. Do I play black here? Is that what I'm doing? Maybe I just like maybe I'm playing bug. Maybe I'm not playing like red at all. My mana base like really just like it's really good in terms of supporting those colors. Maybe I'm playing like 5 colors or 4 colors. If I am gonna try to play like Bug, I think trying to splash the Johnny Vengeance is worse, I feel, than like potentially playing that. I don't like Goblin Vandal. Maybe I play a little white, though I'm not gonna play the Riveric. So I have a lot of lands, and I have 4 non-land spells. But I can. Oh Jesus! I don't know if this deck's any good at all. I don't feel like it is, but it's just like crazy. I'm just and then you get like shit like that. You get like a fucking, what is that? A 14th pick signet. Pardon my language. So I really could play like 5 colors here. I have like amazing fixing. 5 color what though? Maybe 5 color Recurring Nightmare. Maybe I just want to get the Vampiric Tutor instead because of that. See, this is another. Last time I had the same situation where I have Tutor versus Recurring Nightmare. No, I have to get Tutor. It's just when you have the broken spells, it's better to have the card that finds the broken spells instead of like another different broken spell. Like in a situation where I need to draw a Crucible, having 2 outs to Crucible or having 2 outs to Strip Mine is just seems way better than having like one of those 2 outs be Recurring Nightmare, which obviously doesn't do it for me. I feel like the mana is good enough here that I can make this happen. Look, guys, if you don't like watching people draft Q poorly, this is not going to be the draft for you. Because I feel like this is going to be like, I don't know, just take like the craziest shit drafts and like see what happens. I don't know, maybe not. Like what? I have like all these different colored spells, and now I can just take like, oh man, do I take this Tolarian Academy? Is Tolarian Academy better than Sundering Titan, better than Mana Drain? Sometimes Magic is a cruel game. Yeah, I have to take Academy, don't I? I mean, I don't know if I have to take it, but I think it might just be better because this is like kind of like a. How am I getting the red at all in here? I'm not really playing Wildfire at all. But I am playing blue though. I'm looking at this like Wildfire, like that's what I'm doing, but that's like not really the case at all. Maybe I just take the Mana Drain. Did I just talk myself out of that? Nah, I'm gonna try to do this. You know, I said I'm gonna do it, so let's just do it. Let's just stop being a little wine bag of the Millennium and just make it happen. Look, I got a Metamorph to go with it. That has to be good, right? That has to be good. It works with the Welder. Makes the Welder seem more like a thing I would want to do. Yeah, screw it, dude. I like this deck. This deck's sweet. It's not really, but it's like it's gonna be. And I have a lot of time to make it sweet. And I feel like I don't know. It's interesting. Let's see if everyone's still. But yeah, the Metamorph can like copy their big creatures. When I break it down, this is like I have to stop taking lands really soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. I have 10 lands. Okay, so oh boy, maybe I'm not playing red at all. Okay, from here on out, do not take anything that isn't a land because I only have 8 actual spells. So that means I need at least 15 playable spells for the next little bit. Is that asking a lot? 15? Is it? Image. I like Image a lot. Image is great. I think it's better than Impulse because of maybe it's not better than Impulse. No, because it could like potentially be an artifact that I can weld with if that's still a thing I'm going to be doing at some point. 2 Burning Azinis? A Wildfire and a Burning Azini? Grim Lawman, Torrent? Pestermite? Show and Tell? No, I don't have anything to show and tell in. I have like Show and Tell Crucible Worlds. Alright, cool, bro. Good job. Um, yeah, maybe I get something. Even though I passed like 8,000 things already, like, whatever. Oh, the sneak attack too. Jeez, I don't know what I'm doing. This deck is just like absurd insanity. Yeah, whatever. Let's just do it. Who cares? YOLO. If you've ever wanted to like just witness someone like slowly just like fall apart with their cube drafting, but I have this old Talarian Academy though, so that's gonna tap for 1,000,000 manas at some point, enough to get this Ulamog out. It's gonna happen. We're gonna make it happen. Oh man, Tinker for the thing I can't tinker out. I think Rakdos Signet is better. I think it'll be better to have perhaps the but really though, is that really better? Yeah, I think the Signet's better, especially since it taps for red and black. I don't have anything to tinker out yet, and even though I hopefully will, you never know, I might not. This welder could just not come to fruition at all. The ready scrap servant? Man. I really need so many artifacts. I hope like my last pack is just like 15 artifacts. And like thinking in my head of all the things I've already passed, I don't have a lot of faith that this draft is going to go well. But you still make the picks and you get past like this pick Signet, and that's really great. I like it more than Progenitus or Manic Vandal. It's funny, I think I'm playing red, and yet I actually have no red land at all. Do you think that'll be a problem? Will that be an issue if I'm trying to play red without any red lands? Though I can probably take out this Tundra, I guess. I don't know. That's me crying if you can't hear it. Mana Leak? Sure. Though, but I do see like a really good white card, though. I can't think of like a white card that I'd see and be like, man, I really need that card in my deck. Like, I don't know, maybe like one of the double colored cards, like, but I would probably just take like a similar card at that point if that's what I'm doing. Yawgmoth will. I mean, I don't really want to do it, but it could end up being good. Could end up being better than other cards like Impulse. Wow, that's great. At least I'm getting like cards that I almost took the first time around. Oh boy. Okay, Quick's Decision. I'll take the second Burning. I think that's gonna end up being better than the card I'm probably not gonna play anyways. Loku's fine, I guess. It's a card to play. And Hero, hopefully I won't play it. But I could. Hopefully I won't, but it probably will happen. Like, this Volcanic Island would be sweet, but I think I need the Basalt Monolith more. Or perhaps the Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond could be a stronger card because I do have the Crucible, so it allows me to pitch a land and potentially bring that land back later on. And it taps for any color too, which I definitely need at this point. It can also help me like have earlier starts, and they're just I feel like there are more positives to the Mox Diamond at this point than there are to the Basalt Monolith. I would really like this Volcanic Island, and perhaps it'll wheel, but I'm not too hopeful of that. And same with the Compulsive Research and the Monolith. Balance is a card though that, like, as I was saying earlier, is a reason to play white. And you know, maybe that is actually stronger than Mox Diamond. Yeah. Let's do it. Alright? And then let's get past Ancestral Recall, because I don't know, man, when life gives you the lemons, you just gotta chop them up and squeeze them in your opponent's eye. Hope it blinds them. And they hate their life for a little bit. Because, man, like this, jeez, like... Man, this is sweet. What am I gonna play? Like, just like 7 mountains? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already have 2 red sources, so it's not the worst. But like, this is, you know, phenomenal. To be fair, I might not main deck this Wasteland, but because my color mana is kind of getting a little sketchy, I think the Crucible is enough good on its own that I might not even really need to do that, but that'll be something I'll have to decide by the end. I don't really know if that's like what I really want to be doing in the long run. Can we get like a good like big artifact that I should have taken already, like the Sundering Titan? That's all I asked for. But yeah, more signets, that's good too. This deck is kind of coming together. I really wish I had another big thing that lived through the two wildfires. Elish Norn. Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh man, I might not end up playing it, but I'm just gonna try it. Ooh, choose a Brucey. Let's see here. Maybe the Sphinx is just enough better. Wow, this is like, I keep getting these packs like every card, but like Necropotence, Entomb, and like Rancor I want out of here. Maybe not the Stormcloak Noble either, but like these four I would play, and these three I would play. The Muldrifter, Signet, Wrath, Jace, Sphinx, Upheaval, Stomping Ground. 2, 3, 4. Because I don't really have a great Goblin Welder target yet, and because I have both the Welder and the Duretti, and because Sphinx is absurd, and because it looks like I'm playing more white or enough white to make it a reasonable casted card from my hand, I have to do it. Maybe I play Lightning Greaves in this deck. That'd be sweet. What would I cut for Lightning Greaves? I'm not sure. Maybe the Wasteland. Though I don't think I'm playing Wasteland as a spell anymore. Is it better than a Lightning Tutor? What does a Lightning Tutor find? I mean, I know I should be thinking about one or the other, but a Lightning Tutor does find me the Metamorph, it finds me the Crucible, and it finds me 4 Signets. But yeah, probably a Lightning Tutor actually is better. I don't know if I have the critical mass of lands, of artifacts to play this Mishra's Workshop, but I do feel like this Scalding Tarn will probably be able to replace one of these lands in here. Maybe the Isolated Chapel. I think that's good. I do like it more than, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, not enough for me. I need the fixing more, honestly. And I feel like getting enough playables is now going to be pretty realistic. Tanglewire, Wonder Orb, Tension Sphere. What could it be? Maybe the Tanglewire? It's a pretty good lock with Welder and Duretti. Yeah, let's try it. Also works with Tolarian Academy pretty well too, because just, lets your academy become that much more broken. First line I don't need. None of these cards I really need or want. Maybe Mana Tide could find its way in the deck, but I think the deck's a little too tight right now to do it, because I have to start making cuts. I might not main deck the Elish Norn unless the other deck is playing like a very creature heavy deck. Though I do like it more than Ulamog if it comes down to playing one or the other. Spirit's a pretty good card if I'm playing against another deck that draws a lot of cards. My deck actually doesn't really draw much at all. So maybe I don't play Maloku. It's not really doing anything. It's just kind of awkward. Like, I guess it kind of works with... No, it doesn't really even work with that. It saves my lands, kind of, but not really. There's probably more of a chance that I want Flame Tongue than I want a even Mind Sensor. Caracas is great, and the fact that I don't have to play against Caracas. We'll see if we're gonna main deck the Caracas because I do have a bunch of legend. Okay, so you're way gone. This deck is just crazy. I think I'm not in love with the Ulamog anymore. I don't know why I took that one. I don't know why I took the Obliterator either. But I'm never gonna play this workshop. Is everyone still here? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I have 12 lands. So this is 23 right here. What aren't I playing? I'm gonna take the Ulamog out for now and figure out which big guy I want. I don't know if I really do want him in there. And I'm not gonna main deck this Wasteland because I have a lot of the non-basics, so there's a chance there are gonna be other people who don't have non-basics either. This leaves 22. I think I have to play Tolarian Academy. I'm gonna play it as a. I could play it as a spell, I guess. Well, that'll leave me with 23. It also gives me more room for other lands too. So right now, what do I have? I have like I just like a lot of like different broken cards that kind of work together. This Vendilion Click looks kind of weird. Maybe I just play Elish Norn over it and try to hardcast it or show and tell it into play sometimes. Though that makes this Phantasmal image look kind of awkward too. You know, the image doesn't really like copy anything that I have at all that I would want it to copy. So depending on my opponent's creatures, seems like it's a pretty risky proposition for my first game. So I'm actually going to cut that, play the Vendilion Click, and perhaps play the Caracas as well. And I think that still gives me enough mana to make sure my red is well supported. I don't think this is the best deck ever drafted, but I feel like, you know, this deck can just blow people out really early, very, very easily. There's like a lot of really cool things we can do here. And looking at my early artifacts, like just the boomer bust potential of Mishra's Workshop and all these makes me want to do it more. So we'll just say Mishra's Workshop is not a land and not play it as that. So it means I have 11 and 23. I think that's actually pretty good. And I'm playing Tolarian Academy as land. I'm kind of playing these as like an in-between, like, you know, they're both combined as like a land and a non-land, I guess. Doesn't really matter, interchangeably as such, because I feel like most of the time they will be helping cast spells from my hand. And they're both good in different reasons with the Sphinx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have a lot of white sources for my white, which is good. I think my black is going to be okay no matter what. Though I don't think I'm going to play this any more than the Verdant Catacombs because I only have the Scrubland to get with it. Whereas Pluto Delta has a bunch, and the Mr. Rainforest, I'm probably going to be playing a decent amount of islands. And I have 2 for the Marsh Flats, interchangeably. Anyways, blue, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-ish. So I'll need some blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably play 3 mountains. see what they suggest. I want to play one more mountain. I don't think I want to play a plains. 1, 2. This gets a plains. This gets a plains. 3, 4. This gets a plains. That's 5. Obviously 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have so many white sources that. And how many actual white lands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have enough that I don't need a plains. Islands, they suggest 3. That probably is good. Swamp, I don't want a swamp. Maybe I want one swamp. No, I don't want a swamp because 2, 3 of my signets tap for black. So that's 6, and I have room for one more land. 3, 4, 5, 6 total red. And my island, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9 for 10. And then 6 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably just to do island. And then if let's see though. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Maybe I should have one plains because I have 2 white fetches. No, I only have 1 white fetch. White, black, blue, black, red, blue. Nah, I think this is fine. So I'm gonna just. I think this deck looks pretty cool, but it could be a little mana heavy. That's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. Is it like I could get bogged down later in the game if I have too much mana, but I don't know. We'll see if that happens. Hopefully, because I have so many fetches, it helps me thin out the game enough in the long term for that not to be an issue. So I'll be right back in just a second. Mulligan to 6 cards. Yeah, I think I need a mulligan. This hand just does nothing for a long time. Which is it sucks. Like I could have more broken hands than that. Mulligan. Yeah, like this hand looks looks amazing. Yeah. No, I would not like to mulligan down to that amount of cards. Doesn't look amazing, but it looks pretty good. I have a turn 3 Crucible with a Strip Mine already in play. And I think I'm going to hold back on fetching until my turn. Again, let me make sure the noises are off. Sweet. And let's make sure I'm recording. Cool. So he's playing Birds of Paradise. Yep, no problem. So he's playing green, which is a little worse for me in terms of like having the Strip Mine opener be good, but I don't think it's horrendous. And I think I'm gonna get obviously a white land. Though I do, I mean I have a friggin' balance, so that's awesome. We'll go get Tundra. Play this. Is it Signet? Yeah, I'm actually like, the more I think about it, like looking at these 4 cards, as long as he doesn't play like some kind of Thoughtseize or anything like that, something interactive, like the more force, the better, is what I'm trying to say here. So that's very good. I'm gonna play the Strip Mine first, in case like he is playing like blue when he has Force Spike in his hand. You know, he's just really going deep on my ass. Nope, he's not. All right, I will destroy your forest. Here's a hint. I'm probably doing the same thing next turn. I could just get like Tangle Wire too during the upkeep. Just like kind of just grind this game to a halt. Yep, no problem. I think he did that wrong, but that's fine. He should have probably, unless he didn't have a 2-drop, he should have, Ooh, you know what I could do? I could balance. Oh, man, oh jeez. Alright, so I think during my upkeep, no, I know, I need the planes, so I'm not going to do that, but I think the balance will still be fine. And then I'll get to Strip Mine whatever land he has left. So he'll have 1 land left. And then I think that means I just like kind of win. That has to mean I win. He'll have 1 land left and I'll have 3 lands, a Crucible, and a Strip Mine active. Yeah, I keep these 2. This is so brutal. Wow. I'm so glad I mulliganed that first hand. I'd be interested to see what he does to get out of this. Arbor Elf, yeah. Okay. Won't be impossible, but it's not looking good for him, though. Nature's Workshop is cool, but I'm just going to keep strip mining him. No reason to keep on forcing him to have that answer every time. So I'll skip my turn, and then I'll go to the end step on his, and I'm gonna try to get Tangle Wire, and then go off with that, and just hope that my top decks are better than his. Lion's Eye Diamond? Okay, so let's see what he's doing with this. I don't think he knows what that card does, because that card, I have a feeling that, like, maybe he's playing, like, oh, Natural Order? I mean, that is annoying. Yeah, it does happen. That's actually pretty good. We'll see if I need to get the Tangle Wire then. Yeah, see, that's the tricky thing about Crucible, is that, like, when they start doing their really broken stuff, like, your Crucible just looks really, really lame. Lion's Eye Diamond, that's a really interesting one. He's going really, really all in right now, which I'm totally loving. From one of my... yeah, so he just misclicked. I could have potentially lost right there. Well, let's keep going. What's good against him? Not much. Jeez. I guess we'll just submit it, because I think I have all my. I think this deck actually matches up against green really well. So just go for it. Again, another really, really great opening hand, because I have Strip Mine. I don't think it's really, really great, but I'm in the draw, so I could potentially draw another land plus that Crucible. Strip Mine is a lot worse against these green decks that often have elves on their first turns, but anytime you see that, that has to be good. Because I didn't draw land there, I think I'll need to play to make sure I do hit a land drop my second turn instead of just strip mining right away. If I had hit land instead of that burning, I think I would have played Signet because he didn't have a turn 1 play, and that means he just has a worse draw, and maybe potentially he has a couple fours. Potentially he needs to draw into a forest. You never know. People keep the craziest hands. I mean, I've kept crazy hands before. It happens, and been rewarded and punished likewise. So we'll see what he does. I mean, sometimes you need to play strip mine as a land, which is fine. It's not ideal, but it's. And perhaps I should have counted it as a spell, but I mean that's why it's good. It's because that option is there. Like here, like that's the worst land to draw there. If that was Mishra's Factory, I think I would have maybe just ran out the strip mine and destroyed one of their lands. Because if I let him hit his curve when he needs to hit it, like it's just a lot worse for me, and I really don't want to do that. Yeah, so he hits an Arbor Elf, and he must have just drawn it. He probably has a lot of lands and like kind of middle of the road spells, or maybe he's like big gas cards. Who knows? Yeah, not really great either, but I'm gonna stop in his draw after he draws and just see what he's playing with the with Vidillion Click, and at that point I can strip mine if it seems like he needs to land or not. Yep. What do you got? What do you have, sir? So you don't get to have a natural order, but it is good to know that you are 3 mana away from you're 2 mana away from that, which sucks. But you know, I mean, that's always beatable by, I guess, Metamorph. I don't know, not really. That sucks. Maybe people. Jeez. Okay, so frig. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Well, I have to get rid of natural order no matter what. You just have to do it because he can just cast it. And I think I'm gonna destroy that forest because it does give me a turn. Before his main step 2. Before he can use the mana, just in case he draws something that needs that specific forest to be casted. The salt is real. Good luck with the rest of the tournament. So we just scooped. Yep. I mean, I don't think I would have scooped there, but to each one's own. And we'll come back later with the next round. Okay, so here we are, we're back at it. Sounds interesting. I don't really know how great it is. It doesn't seem like too super, but I do have a Vampiric Tutor that can get me some potentially good, so I'm not gonna mulligan. But I don't know what I'm gonna get. I don't know, and I don't think I should play Signet first off the workshop, because I don't think there are a lot of I can just play the workshop whenever I feel. Though having the Signet ready for the next turn might be good. Yeah, actually, you know, I'm just gonna play the Signet because maybe I draw like something else. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think it's fine. Yeah, let me make sure I'm recording. Yep, okay. Sweet, so I can do that, which is okay. I still need to draw into something, but I can go Vampiric Tutor for the strip mine, and that'll probably do it. Yeah, I think strip mining for tutoring for strip mine will probably be really good. Especially since he probably won't counter the hopefully he doesn't counter the Vampiric Tutor here. People usually don't counter your tutors. Fortunately, I can't really tell which one strip mine is. I didn't sign it out, did I? Where are you? What the? There it is. That's it, right? Yep, strip mine. Cool. Yep, and now I just destroy everything he has until I think islands are generally more important. And like, I can't really do anything for a while, but I have to be in a better position than he is. He hasn't played anything yet, so there's just no reason for me not to just destroy his lands until he doesn't play any lands, and then I can play the non-strip mine lands that are in my hand. I'll have Mana Leak open at some point. I'm sure at some point I'll draw another artifact I can play off the Murciel's Workshop. Ooh, what does he have? Ancestral Vision. That's actually not terrible, but it's not going to be enough. At least I don't think it will be. Excuse me. Like, this is... is Magic fun or what? I don't know. I don't think this guy thinks Magic's fun anymore. Right now, my strip mine has killed what, 3 islands? It's really great. It's kind of a boring match if you're looking for things to happen on his side, but I don't think that's going to be the case for a while. Oh, he's not drawing islands anymore. Yep, you need to do that. Maybe his Black Lotus, maybe he can draw into that. But I think I should, I imagine I'll probably get a Signet on the board before then. Another one, hopefully one of my blue ones. I have 2 of them. I mean, who knows? I'm not like exactly drawing cards, so it's not like I have the card advantage in selection to really find my other cards, but it feels pretty good so far. He's probably just hoping I forget to strip mine some turn or decide playing a spell is better. But I won't because it never will be. Eventually he'll probably stop drawing lands and then he's in an actual ton of trouble. I can just play strip mine and every turn. It doesn't really matter. He's not doing anything. He has no turn 2 plays. Look at that. It's awesome. Yep, he's still trying to draw more cards, still trying to get back into it. Doesn't play land this turn, no, he plays Mountain. I mean, he can't just keep on drawing lands, right? And I don't really care about discarding my lands because I have the Crucible, so... Yeah, so... I'll get rid of Island. So a vision does go off, so he's probably going to hit another land, but I am still okay with that. These locks are always very, very hard to commentate because it's just like, what do you say? What am I going to do this turn? I'm going to play Strip Mine and I'm going to kill land. What am I going to do the next turn? Well, I'll probably play Strip Mine and then I'll destroy land. Interesting. Strip Mine and destroy land, do you say? Now, what if he plays a land? What am I going to do? I'm probably going to play Strip Mine and destroy land. He's got heart. I would have conceded a long time ago. That makes me think that he has some really, really good, like, he must have Moxen in his hand of some sort, or he must think that eventually I'm gonna care about playing other lands. But this is just a lock, so there's no reason for me to do that. My hand's going to be all spells. I'm going to leave the Tundra probably, just in case he somehow is able to destroy this Crucible. I don't know what he could draw to do that, but I'd rather not find out. If you can hear me scratching something, my cat just walked in the room and she's looking for attention. You know how it goes. It'd be funny if he had like 7 lands in his hand. Well, it wouldn't be that funny because eventually I have to draw an artifact that I can cast off the Mishra's Workshop. Like a Tangle Wire. I don't see how he doesn't scoop to that. Yep, okay, well, alright, so I won that one. He's playing red-blue. So this Spirit of the Labyrinth could be good. I don't know if he's going to have any creatures either. I'm going to take out, I do have an Ancestral Recall, though. That's pretty awkward with the Spirit. It seems like I didn't really see him do anything. I know he's a Magma Jet. But he's playing blue, and he's playing a lot of islands, so I think he's probably going to have a lot of card draw. But the Magma Jet kills the Spirit of the Labyrinth. If he's playing like a blue-red like Delver deck, or not Delver, but like a Young Pyromancer, maybe the Wildfires will be good. I really don't like that though. I might just need to get a creature out at some point with Enlightened Tutor, and Spirit can be good. I'm gonna try it. Should be starting any moment now. Pause it until then. Oh no, starting right now. Okay. Yeah, this is good. No, I'm cool. I'm just gonna keep this crazy hand. Thanks though. I don't have any lands that can like cast other spells, but like I just hope he doesn't like somehow mind twist me for one and nail the Mishra's Workshop. That'd be really, really, really freaking awkward. Why is this the most frustrating thing? You turn 1 Delver. What's frustrating about that? That's exactly what you want. I'll wait till he has another land before I start Before I start tangle wiring, probably next turn when I have way more mana out and I can tangle wire with my Tolarian Academy and make a bunch of mana, and then hope he doesn't flip it. Mana drain, huh? So I'm taking some damage. Interesting. I don't think I've ever played against a Delver deck in Cube. At least one that flipped off the first turn. Like, I've seen Delver in other people's decks, like, just haphazardly through, like, I don't know, them discarding cards or milling them, but I've, like, never seen a Delver land into play and been, like, successful in attacking for 3 on turn 2. Feels like I'm watching something special right now. Okay, so we'll go for the first of the signets. And see if this resolves. If this doesn't resolve, then... Okay, so it does resolve. I have 1 mana open. Which is awkward because I can't use it to activate the abilities on here. Hopefully that leaves the blue mana open. I can't really tell because it doesn't have the mana symbols there. I need to download those because this actually could cost me. I think it's more important to have Ancestral Recall than Tangle Wire, so I'm just going to try to run the Tangle Wire out. And, you know, just in case he like has something stupid like Force Spike that he can use instead of the Mana Drain, which I probably wouldn't do, but he could do, so... because he'll have to, yeah, you have to counter the Tangle Wire. And I would much rather have an Ancestral Recall, especially with an Enlightened Tutor in hand, and... It seems like, overall, they're just more positive than negatives. Also, I can cast Sphinx of the Steel one next turn, which is good. I'm pretty sure I can. If I stop during my upkeep. No, I can't. But I can draw it and potentially draw out the next turn. Man, this deck can do some really, really, really cool stuff. Tolerant. Okay. Interesting to see what he'll play with that. Ancestral Vision? Sure. Maybe I should Vanillion Click before he untaps. That might be worth it, just because if he has anything that can screw me, it will screw me. I would just like to draw a Sphinx of the Steel one right away, and I don't feel like I can... No, I need the mana. 56, 79. Yeah, if I draw a Sphinx, then I can just straight up cast it, which is cool. It'll be actually incredible. So if I top deck a card, I'm looking good. So I do have a recall, I can just fire off. Alright, well, I'm going to play the island and then recall. I think that might be better than just tapping these just in case. In case I need that mana for other things. Because I have all the colors that I could probably want, though I would, I don't know. I'm just going to launch the recall off. 2, 3, 6. Too bad I already played a land. Yeah, you know, I'm going to Vanillion Click now. I just feel a lot safer doing that. Which is unfortunate because I won't be able to Enlighten Tutor. on his upkeep, but I think I'll still have the mana available if I have to use the island and the Azorius Signet, because if I do it on my upkeep, I'll have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that'll be enough. So yeah, I'm gonna have Vidillion click. Well, actually, I might want to Vidillion click on his turn. Preferences, phases, yep, okay, sweet. And yeah. Make sure to F2 when I go through his upkeep. And if he has to waste a counter, then that probably means that I'll be okay to see what he has. He has 2 red cards. Okay, so I probably win then. I can see why this would be the most frustrating thing. I understand that now. What does this do? Search a player for library for an artifact card and exile, then that player. You still have to cast it though, and either way, I'm gonna get my dude now. Where did the Theta Adele come from? Why did that happen? That was weird. Did I do that on his upkeep? Oh, I did on his upkeep by accident. That could have been bad. I'm definitely gonna block. I think blocking is good. I don't know what he could have, but he doesn't really have much, so. And there's no edict in those colors. He could have control magic, which would be really bad for me, but he didn't draw it yet, and he'll have to draw a land to actually do it. Make sure I remember to Enlighten Tutor. Get the Sphinx of the Steel Wind. Sweet. And I think I'm gonna F4 here. Alright, your turn. Hopefully he doesn't draw into the royal. And even if he does have an answer, I have upheaval for like my entire board, so I don't think it really matters what happens at all. Even though he can cast my artifacts, what do I have that he can cast? Tangle Wire's gone. Which means there's a Crucible he can get, which will that do him any good? Nope. I don't think it'll do him any good. There's Signets. There's one Signet. There's I don't know. I don't know what he can get, but I'm not too worried about it. Metamorph. Oh yeah, that is one you can get. Well, I guess maybe I am upheavaling next turn. Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna come right back in just a second. So he has a Sphinx. I'm gonna crack this now. I don't really want to draw another land, even though I am at 11. Again, it's not like a massive difference, but maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Should probably get Tundra. Yeah, Yeah, because I have two things to make black, and I only have one black card, so. Alright. Seven, 8, 9. Oh, I have 9 mana. Sweet. 7, 8, 9. Right upheaval. That's great. I can't tell what color mana this is, which is annoying. Maybe I should have played Tolarian Academy. I don't know. I think this has. Let's see. I guess this does get all my signets out. And when I get my Metamorph back, sweet. Everything's turning up Millhouse in a major way right now. Can I play Metamorph? Nah, I'm cool. I'm good. Yep, so sure. I get a Sphinx this turn, which is nice. He plays an island. I could see a scoop coming up pretty soon if he can put it together in his head that he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Probably gonna discard a red card. That's what I would do if I was him. Incinerate, yep. Play Academy. Sphinx. Boop. Boop. Skip dab doobity beep. Oh, cancel. Oh, damn. Alright. This one too. Okay. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't have that force spike. Yay. Alright. And then this turn I'll be able to Metamorph, which is sweet. He draws 3, which kind of sucks, but I mean, if you look at each other's boards, I don't think it really matters how many cards we each have. Yeah, so this deck seems pretty good, huh? I don't know if I played bad decks or maybe if I got lucky, but it feels pretty good. The first game I destroyed him with one type of combo. In the second game, I'm pretty heavily beating him with just my other mana ramp combo. At any point, I could just draw like Wildfire and probably win the game on the spot. Win it more. I mean, like I'm definitely winning more at that point, but who cares? He has to discard 2 cards, huh? Probably. Oh, maybe lands. I don't think he has a lot. Duretti's Grab Servant. That's cool. Pretty unneeded right now, but that's fine. would like to cast this, please. Huh. This is weird. Just found a bug in here. If this was under his control, it apparently gets returned to my hand, I can't cast it. Well, because I have to do this the old-fashioned way then. Wow. Oh well, we'll do something else then, I guess. Free magic, right? Alright, so let's do something different. Let's just play this already then. We got just like always gotta do things the old-fashioned way. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna just do this now. And just since I know I have show and tell, I'm gonna get just whatever sweet. I think I'm gonna get the Elishnorn. I think that's in here. It should just he should just scoop. I'm trying to make him do that. So maybe yeah, burning's probably better then, actually. I'm not gonna need my mana once I've won. So the plan is, if he doesn't just scoop, is to -2 the Duretti after I float mana, bring back the Metamorph, make another Sphinx, and then with the floating mana off the Rakdos Signet and all the millions of mana I'm going to have off the Tolarian Academy, going to... Yeah, that sucks, dude. That's actually kind of crazy. How many? I plan on just winning, so, you know. I'm going to get the mountain first just in case I forget what I'm doing. Commentary and trying to play is kind of tough sometimes. So I'm gonna boop, boop. Okay, that should be enough for burning a Zinni. First, let me Metamorph. Do I have this? Okay, it lets me sack after. Yes, I do want to use that. I'll select the Sphinx. And then I'll burning. You are that opponent. I tried to ask him how many mountains he drew, or how many mountains he's running, but sweet. Hopefully this means we just have another round after this, or that could be it. Oh no, here we go, sweet. Alright, so round 3, right away. Yeah, this hand seems really good. I like it. No, I'm not gonna mulligan, actually. I don't know what he's playing. What am I doing? Sorry. I'm going to put the Crucible out first. I want to kind of see if I can bait more spells from him before I play the Tangle Wire. Also might be able to play the Rakdos Signet and the Tangle Wire in the same turn if I wait, so I'd rather do that. If I just draw a Strip Mine, then that's amazing. A lot of good draws, as always, it seems like, with this deck. No Strip Mine, so let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to play the Signet. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Signet for now. Just kind of keep slow playing it. Play a regular land too. And then maybe I still could play Tangle Wire. Yeah, maybe the Tangle Wire is just better. Because I'll still have 3 mana with the Tolarian Academy no matter what. Show and Tell could be risky, depending on what he could be playing. If he's playing like a big Reanimator deck and he has this target in his hand, then it could be like the worst Show and Tell ever after this amazing start. He's not going to be doing much for a little bit though. If I draw a Goblin Welder, that could be good. I just need to draw certain things, like a combination of cards. But he's going to be kind of stuck doing nothing for a while, which is probably good for me, since I don't really have a lot to do on my own. I have to tap 3 things, so I'll tap Tangle Wire, Crucible, and the Mishra's Factory. Since everything else makes mana that I can cast with any color spell. Sphinx, okay. Should I just go for it? Yeah, because he'll have to... Yeah, let's try it. I hope this isn't bad for me. He is playing green, so I do have protection from like some of his creatures. Yes. Come on, nothing horrible, please. For the love of Christ, like Hornet Queen would be sick or something like that. Yeah, like that's perfect. He plays a Reclamation Sage, and I play the perfect protection from green creature. That doesn't really care about Reclamation Sage. No, yeah, you can go. Tangle Wire is fine. He's gonna cast some spells now, which is tough, but that seemed to work out better for me than for him. Though he could have like a. Well, the good thing about Sphinx is a lot of the black kill spells don't actually kill him because he is black and he's an artifact. So like Go for the Throat misses him too. Dismember doesn't kill him. So I'm curious to see what he could have. He's like kind of perfect because he's black, so he dodges all those, but he's also an artifact, so he dodges the other end of the spectrum too. Yeah, so if I keep on drawing lands I can play, like another mountain, and I probably have this game won. Another red source, rather. Dealing Click's not the best, but it's not the worst. And it's nice to actually draw the Vidillion Click in case he has an Edict, because that way it mitigates against, like, that's one of the outs that black deck does have against Sphinx of the Steel one, especially the green-black deck. I'll just F4 it because he'll have to play the Edict, and thankfully this program does make you respond to everything. Man, any mountain would be just really, really good. I'm not too sure what he could have, and I'd rather kind of make him have the card that's going to defeat me rather than just let him have it. Hypnotic Spectre? Sure. I'll keep on letting Mountain be a better draw with Vidillion Click in my hand. If I need to stop his draw step, I have that stop already set up, so I'm not too worried about it. Though I might do it this turn, though. If he's not blocking. I mean, he's probably just not blocking because not blocking is probably better. But, you know, maybe I should just Vidillion Click now because maybe he has, like, Source of Plowshares in his hand and I'm in a lot of trouble. So he's a Karn, huh? Karn is an answer, which I don't want him to have. If he draws a couple more lands. Like, he's more likely dead before that, so perhaps if he does draw an answer in this next turn, then I'm going to be very mad. But I don't think that's, like, super likely, considering he had 2 lands in his hand. So I know 2 of the cards are lands in his hand. Signet. Okay, so he's 1 land and a mystery card. I'm pretty sure. And did I not attack last turn? No, I did. Okay. It just seemed like I didn't because it was after the fact. Yeah, he has to block 1, so no, I still want to protect against Edict. I think protecting against Edict is a lot better than just going balls out because I don't think there's a lot you can really do at this point. Either way. I'm still feeling pretty good. And the second I draw a mountain, then that has to be game. And just in case this game does go longer, I think it'll be better to have like the incremental thinning. Like, this is when thinning is actually like kind of relevant, because it is relevant because every turn that I have 1% of, you know, whatever the odds are that I'm improving, that I don't draw land by cracking the fetch, it makes it worth it so much more. And because I can do that every turn with the Crucible, then it makes it a lot different. Thankfully, Crystalline Pride Mage is green, which is awesome. I'm gonna crack this now, because why not? And we'll get the black one. Black-white. No, I have the black-white land in my hand, so if I need to play it, I can just play it next turn without an issue, because I have the Tundra. I should just win now if I attack with both. There's that scrub land. Sweet. Alright, next game. Still have that Eldritch Norm, which I like. Not the biggest fan of the image or any of these guys really. And I saw 1 duel, but I don't think that's enough for me to wanna. If there were like 2 or 3, I think the Wasteland would be better, but I'm pretty okay with this. I'm losing steam here a little bit. I've been talking for an hour and a half, not stopped to myself in a room alone. Makes you go a little crazy, you know. I'm gonna use the bathroom while we're waiting. Alright, so this hand is like pretty underwhelming versus what he is trying to do. But if I do, there are some things I can draw. So, and I won the first game, so I think I'm just going to keep it. Easily the slowest hand I've had so far. Yep, and I'm punished immediately. Maybe he's not going to play anything off it. Maybe he does. Or maybe he plays Jitty. And I have nothing. Alright. Cool. That's good for him. I think that's pretty good for me. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Play Mystery Enforce because I might need to get. I'm gonna get the Tundra first. No, I'll get the Scrubland first, and if I need to get the Tundra, I can get it with the Scalding Tarn. But I will be cracking the fetch, and he lost the flip. Sweet, 3 damage, and that's why Mana Crypt is a terrible card. Said no one ever. No, it's just the price you pay for a free Soul Ring. I'm glad they did add that to it, or else, you know. I'm actually not glad because I like playing with really broken cards and I like when people pass really broken cards, but everyone knows Mana Crypt would be the best card of all time. I think it would be better than Black Lotus if you could do that. I did want to fetch, so let me do that. Oh, I actually can't get the Scrubland, so I might as well just get the Tundra. Balance, eh? Well, we'll let you play some things first before I crack that. Because I know he is playing a ton of creatures, and he has that Jitty out there. I'm going to hope he drops like 2 of them right now, and maybe a land, and then next turn I can throw the Sphinx into the graveyard for potential Goblin Welder shenanigans. And then I'll have the Elesh Norn that I can potentially cast. I might still do this if he only plays 1 creature, but that's less likely. I'd rather take some damage and force a harder thing for him to recover from. Though I don't really want to play my Million Click until I absolutely know that it's good to play. Oh, Vraska, huh? Well, that makes balance look really, really bad. But it lets him like maybe overextend a little more. What are you gonna get, the Signet? That's what I would do. No, okay. Interesting. Yeah, so that Alright, I just feel good right now. Alright. Do 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 boop ba boop. Ba bop bop bop. The Vraska with the protection from the thing that I was worried about. Like, I mean, not the Vraska, the Sphinx. Yes, I do want to do that. I choose him. Song of the Dryads. What? That doesn't work like that? Huh. Surprised the Song of the Dryads didn't work there. He's like kind of close to like making his assassins, but I could potentially just play like an Elesh Norn and he just played a 5 mana do nothing at that point. Or I balance, or I do like a multitude of other things. I wonder what he's gonna do. This is Demonic Tutor. Okay, so that's good. Does that mean he's playing like a Oblivion Ring? If that's the case, then I'm pretty upset, but so it goes. If he plays Oblivion Ring, then that sucks ass. But it's not like the worst thing to ever happen. Hopefully I draw 2 more lands or like some kind of mana sources over the next turn. Maybe like a... no, Oblivion Ring, Disenchant. Yeah, that's like one of them. But it's fine. I have ways to get it back, so it's not like the worst thing to ever happen. I can always luck sack into a couple more lands too. What can Enlightened Tutor get me that will be useful at this point? I'm going to stop in his draw and see what he has. Or I can balance if he does cast that Vraska, so I'll let him keep on going. Because if he does activate that Vraska, I think balancing might be just better. Even though I'll lose a land, it's fine. And I'll lose some cards in my hand too, but that's okay as well. This mana crypt might just kill him. I might not even need to play any spells this game. Just not die. If he gets greedy with the Vraska too, that's also good for me. So he is casting spells, which is kind of tough. Hopefully not another Planeswalker. A Riverark, okay. He's no creatures in the graveyard, which is good. We'll see what he does with the Vraska. What he does with the Vraska is going to dictate everything I do. If he doesn't immediately... I mean, I'm probably Enlightening Tutoring for a Signet no matter what, just so I can have to discard less cards and have less cards in my hand, and I'm going to want the mana anyways. Okay, yeah, so I'm definitely going to balance. Let's see, I'm going to have to discard 2 cards to begin with. So I think it's worth just getting a Signet and... Maybe not. I still want lands to play the Elesh Norn, so I'm not going to crack that yet. I'm going to lose a land too, so I definitely still want to draw lands. I'll get the any Signet better than the another. I probably want the just in case he can destroy either Signet, I'll get the Azorius Signet so I have the guaranteed Elesh Norn ready to go. And I will to the end of turn. Cancel. No, I can just actually go. I'm going to play this. Going to play Balance. And your Vraska did nothing. Nice job. That was sweet. I'm a big fan. I will keep you, and I don't really need Tundra, do I? Maybe the Scalding Tarn. Yeah, I'll keep Scalding Tarn actually. So I should have kept Tundra. Yeah, that's a mistake. Oh well. Just clicking too fast, that's what that is. But now I have to like force him to have like a certain amount of spells. He's dead if he double hits on this Mana Crypt, but he's getting pretty unlucky with that. So it is likely, not unlikely, but it's not likely that he'll keep on losing. Just yeah, see, that's just, you know, how the odds work like that. Sure. That's actually really good. Yeah, that's really, really, really good. Sweet. So I'll start getting men out. And we'll get the Tarn again. And you can go. I like, maybe I should have kept the Vidalian Click open, but I don't know. I'm playing lazy because I'm feeling pretty good about this game, especially since he's getting really unlucky with his Mana Crypt clips. If I draw a Wildfire, immediately cast it. Anything that I can cast, I'll try to cast as fast as possible. Clarion Academy, that's probably good. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll just cast this on your draw. If you don't just die. Cool. Well, I'll give him the. If he's there, I'll give him the GGs. No, he's not there. GG's all. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Take care now.